Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jean-Christophe and today I'm gonna review a hand I played online at the NL25 tables. Um, it takes place on 888 poker and the tables were about to break. We are playing 5-handed right now in some dead hours. So yeah. Um, the action start with me opening from the cutoff with 9-10 of spade. So it's gonna look from the cutoff open. It's gonna look like that. All the pocket pairs, all the suited aces, most of the suited kings, the strongest part of queens and jack suited. Um, Mostly good aces, offsuit aces. And of course, I'm gonna have the offsuit broadways in my range, along with smaller suited connectors from 5-6 suited up to king queen suited. So yeah, it's gonna be an open pretty large. And the action falls around to the big blind who decide to 3-bet me here. So I think the big blind is gonna have a range more like this. The better pocket pairs, the strongest suited ace, offsuit ace too. That don't wanna just call. They can fold the middle part of my range along with the weakest part. He's gonna have yeah the mostly a middle strong range in his 3-bet because he already put a big blind out, so he can just defend with a lot of suited ends that are not total trash like seven deuce off. So yeah, that's what his range should look like. Something like that. Yep. And here with 9-10, I'm just gonna call. There's no point in raising here. It's such a playable hand. I got position. I don't want to 4-bet and get 5-bet jammed on. That would be terrible. And of course, I cannot fold this hand. It's too high in my range to just fold. So yeah, the cutoff 3-bet call versus a big blind would look a bit like that. Why did I put the jacks, queens, kings, and aces in red? Is because I'm gonna mostly raise those and I'm gonna 4-bet those, and I'm gonna fold the smaller pocket pairs, the fives, the fours, the threes, and deuces. So yeah, the weakest part and strongest part of my range are either gonna 4-bet or fold. So yeah, we are left with the green part here, which is the calling range. So now let's take a flop. On the flop, it's pretty much rainbow. I expect them to bet off the position with the strongest ends, but not set of tens because it will block like every value ends I could have in my range. So when he bets like 2/3 here, I expect him to have the flop. He's gonna have like yeah all the over pairs. He can have the strongest kings. I exclude here the pocket tens because he's gonna fold out most of my range every time, so he's not never gonna get value by betting the flop. Queen Jack and Queen 10 and Jack 10 are gonna be checked as it performs well as a check call or check raise hand. But mostly check call. So yeah, I added the ace king off and ace king suited, which can improve on the turn and just doesn't block the middle part of my range. So I can fold the queen jack off type hand, king queen off. So yeah, that's why I think of his c-bet. And now for me, I'm gonna have to call with these ends, which are more towards the top pairs. So top pairs with all the suited part of it, with a backdoor flush. Um, I also had the ace 5 suited and ace deuce suited as they make a pair and got backdoor possibilities. Ace 4 and ace 3 suited with backdoors and also a gotcha to a straight. I've put the pocket sixes in here because you can go runner straight. If you call once and the big blind checks the turn, you can check back and realize your equity on the river by uh, getting a runner straight or a set of sixes. So yeah, the sixes are there, but I still fold sevens through nines. Um, some of the time. So yeah, most of the time actually, because yeah, he's gonna have like a really strong range. Of course, I beat Ace King and Ace King offs, but yeah, the, that doesn't play well post flop. So yeah, and I include also um, middle strength and like ace queen suited and ace jack suited, as they both got backdoor possibilities with straight and flushes. They also got two overs, which is good. But yeah, it's more profitable to call them for the backdoor flushes and straights than the pairs, because we are gonna be dominated most of the time with the big blind continuing range here. So yeah, and now I just make the call, and we set turn. On the turn, the ace of spade is bring the backdoor flush draw, some backdoor straight draws, along with uh, two overs like his ace king bluffing now makes top pair with the top kicker. That's pretty good. So yeah, here sorry, here is gonna bet off pot. So on the turn, I think his range will be more towards uh, top two pairs, ace tens, that will continue trying to deny my equity and get the value from wars like the small aces. Ace king is gonna continue now that they make top pair. Aces can continue to get value from my draws, and king 10 suited is gonna be the spade variety because I want to make a flush on the river, but I think king 10 of heart, for example, is not gonna bet here. Is just gonna check call most of the time. Yeah, there's no point blowing the pot when you're out of position with a middle hand. So yeah, I think that's my take for the king 10. And here I'm gonna make the calls with um, all the tens, of course, the spade ones and ace ten, of course. It's gonna be the top two pairs. I think middle set with pocket tens is just gonna be a call, so I keep in his bluff on the river, and I got position so I can see what card come and just play depending what he does. And here I'm gonna keep in my ace 4 and ace 3 suited. Now that I make top pair and I still have a gut shot to a straight, but notice that I marked in red ace deuce and ace 5 that are now two pairs, because these end will raise to deny equity from the big blind getting the flush. So yeah, and also get value from his ace king type end. So yeah, And now I just make the call here, and we see the river, which is the eight of spade. Um, he's not. I think he cannot have any flushes here. Of course, we never know the full range of someone. If he decide to have Queen Jack of Spade and C bet the flop, yeah, he can have those hands, I guess. But I'm not expecting this kind of hand. So he's gonna have King Tens of Spade, of course. But I have the ten of spades, so he cannot have. And I'm surprised when I see him bet a lot. I mean, he's betting most of his stack is committed. He want to get the money in. Maybe he got aces, maybe he got tens. Actually, no, I don't think tens is gonna get there. But yeah, so I will, in this place, I will just check most of my range. I will not have a betting range, but if I do, it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna have either the king ten of spades, which is a nut, or ace king off with the king of spade to try to bluff me, turn the top pair into a bluff. But that's pretty wild, yeah. So I would check call. So he give me a chance to bluff, and he can catch me on my bluff. So yeah, I don't advocate the raise in this the bet in this situation, but he did. So maybe he got those two ends, but I don't. He cannot have the king ten of spade because I have the ten of spade. So when I raise, I'm gonna raise all my flushes, and I'm gonna raise middle sets with tens because I want to get value from uh, his betting hand. I gotta have some bluffs in my range. So if I can bluff aces with tens, that's great result. So yeah, I'm gonna have it's a strong hand, but yeah, I'm turning mid set into a bluff, and he's gonna call here with the nuts. Uh, I don't see anything else calling. Uh, just checking my range, but here we see that I have the ten of spades, so he can't have the nut. He's probably overcommit and gonna call anyway, and that's what he does. He did. Sorry, maybe it was too fast. I raised the river. He called and he got ace king, no spade. So yeah, GG. That's pretty much it. Well, if you like the hand, you like the content, please consider giving a like and subscribe for more videos like that. It would help the channel a lot. And thank you for watching.